It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Texans and the Colts on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On first down, Hurts. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody could hear my smile on that play.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Texans at 13-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he will find his man on the outside. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud will look to throw once more. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Colts, 1st down.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts! Kadarius Toney, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. 1 move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's caught by Ware. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll give to Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Stroud to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Here goes Stroud again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback receiver.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a throw here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st down, Colts.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. He leaves this one for Howard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start down at AT&T Stadium. Tennessee on the road, visiting Dallas. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. The Titans still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
32-yard line.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud.
That's caught by Ware. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Stroud.
That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And the Texans will take over.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Second and 10, here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. The Colts set to take over here offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kadarius Toney with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Howard. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Howard up the middle. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is going, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Hurts throw taken in by Palmer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Brock. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4.
At the Colts' 46-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Julius Prince on the coverage.
Stroud looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action. Stroud now. Staying on his feet. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Colts on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And the Colts 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Stroud on third down now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
10. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hurts.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. This is caught. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is good.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Taken at about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down 21-20, 27 seconds to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Stroud to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. He leaves this one for Howard. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Here's Stroud. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Texans, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.